From the lush green lands to the cascading waterfalls, wonders of the world, the oldest habitat of territories on earth, a rich cultural heritage, a continent of 1.1 billion people, second largest and most populous, a continent pregnant with possibilities, home to 30% of Earth's mineral resources, 50% of its people under 25 years. Africa, the land of the great. Our spirit resilient. Our enterprise profitable. Our future inspiring. Africa is inspiring. Be inspired.
And I'm sure that's the Nigeria that you want. Yeah, you might not have gotten it, but who says you cannot ensure that somebody else gets it? So we must stand up and advocate for things that are right. By the time we begin to do that, we tell our country that indeed we love it. By the time we begin to do that, we show our country that indeed we are emotionally attached to it, that we will continue to stand and will continue to be there for everybody. You know the thing about loving another thing, the thing about being patriotic, is that in its own way, it's a bit selfish. By the time it ensures that you have a good country so that you will have opportunity to excel. It ensures that there will be a good nation where things will be right, where you don't have to face too much problem. It ensures that everybody has a level playing field. Everybody has the same opportunity to excel based on what they bring to the table. And when everybody has opportunity to excel, it takes away the load on you as an individual that you're carrying. The nation will be able to carry it all. And so we almost stand, we almost come together, we almost ensure that we love this nation. Let me tell you something, you don't have any other place other than your home. Even if you have dual citizenship, there's a primary one. And for us that are Nigerians, and we are Nigerians, we would fight for Nigeria. We will continue to do the right thing for Nigeria. And let me tell you something, going beyond what you do, yeah, we are Nigerians. But we belong to a continent, and that continent is Africa. Every day I stand and I see a black person treated somehow in other parts of the world. I feel pained because we from the motherland, we from Africa, we have failed our citizens. They are treated anyhow because somehow they are looked upon as if they have no home, they have no continent to return to. Every other person that seems to be elsewhere from other continent, they get that respect because the continent has been there for them. But what have we done for Africa? As Africans, what have we done? How have we made our home a place that other Africans, wherever they are, whatever citizenship that they have, they will be proud to say that there's a motherland out there that they can always come back to? What have we put in place? It is high time that we no longer should be known for diseases, for famine, for all sorts of things that are wrong, for corruption. Africa should be known for all the things that are right, that is in there within us. And I tell you, most of us in Africa, we do the right thing. We are good people. Why have we allowed only a few to control the narrative, to control the way it is we are seeing, to control what is out there? It's because we have not been patriotic to Africa as a continent. It's because we keep quiet and allow a few to determine the way we are looked upon, to determine the way we are seen, to determine how we are looked upon. It is time that we bring in that advocacy for us to have that patriotism. We have to be patriotic to Africa, to the motherland. But at the same time, it is not to African leaders who have let us down. It is to the African continent, and we must do something. You as a person, you are a leader in your community, you're a leader in your house, you're a leader in your office, you're a leader in the little space that you find yourself. What have you done to ensure that the story out there about Africa is much better? What have you done to make the world a better place? We are fighting so many things right now. My 17-year-old son just last week said to me, "Mommy, it's difficult growing in this generation because of the things that are happening." So how would you and I ensure that he has a generation he can grow in and be proud? with all the things that are happening, with the fact that humanity is under siege, we all have to stand up together and ensure that the right thing is done. We all have to stand up together and fight for our continent, and fight for our nation, and fight for our society, for our state, for our houses. We must ensure that anybody that comes in contact with us knows that they have a place that they can feel safe. And we must be patriotic to our nation, to our continent, to ourselves, to each and every one of us, so that when we give that love, at the end of the day, we would have love being thrown all around. It is high time we no longer allow a few people tell us, define us the way they want. No, this is not the era where we look at each other and hate each other. This is the era where we must love each other. That patriotism must come out, even if it was not given to you, even if you didn't get it, the love that you wanted from your nation. Nothing says that you can't give it out to another person. Let's ensure that the coming generation have a continent, have a country, have a society that they can be proud of. And you and I can do it. So please, let's get going. Let's show love.